So,
I'm sorry.
we'll hold them in the light.
Okay.
So they're both quartz.
Okay.
This is well, you can see all sorts of fillings. So
like
sometimes
layers.
you see, sometimes the actual tube, it's a cylinder. It can be from all sorts of things. Could be a worm burrow.
Okay.
There are all sorts of things that produce cylindrical features that can then be infilled. But so basically there was a cavity which then had silica-rich solutions come out. And you're right, they're concentric fillings. So it's like a form of agate.
Okay.
And agate is often sometimes more colorful, but frequently has these layers, concentric layers inside. So if you've ever seen geodes
Right.
or anything like that, this is sort of a mini geode,
Okay.
but also cylindrical as opposed to round.
Yeah.
So it's basically that infilling which creates the layers slowly precipitating from the outside in toward the center.
Okay.
And what caused the cylindrical opening, who knows? A worm burrow is a possibility, but could be any number of things.
Okay.
In this case, this is more quartz, but it's again sort of like the same thing, but you had an opening here, a cavity down here, and this would be the rock that was surrounding it, and then slowly precipitated quartz and produced these nice layers. You can see the beginning of the geode-like agate layers here. But then you begin to get big quartz crystals just growing down into the opening.
Okay.
So this is again some sort of a vein or cavity. It could be any dimension whatsoever. You can't see what's going on from the simple sample, but you begin to form a rind of again, the mineral would be called chalcedony, which is just a very fine grained quartz.
Okay.
So much more similar to what you'd see in terms of flint or chert, the stuff that arrowheads are made out of. A little bit different, but sort of similar. But basically, beginning agate, and then clearly had a big open space because these are clearly big crystals that were growing downward or sideways, but probably mostly downward from that opening, and slowly filling in the opening.
Okay.
But both quartz. But cool. They'd be pretty if you polished the sides of this one. That'd be kind of cool. This one is just a nice, pretty crystal. You can begin to see some of the edges of the crystal faces forming on the edges here, but if you made a thin section of this and looked at it under a microscope, you could see I'm sure you would see the radiating crystals coming out, growing either up or down or sideways, but most likely downward.
Yeah, you can kind of see like the little columns going down through there.
Exactly. Yep.
Right.
That's exactly right. So that's how that forms, but very pretty.
Now on the outside, at first I wasn't sure if it looked like pyrite or something like that. I wasn't too sure. Or is it just like sand?
Just right here?
Yeah.
That looks kind of fossil-like on the outside. So sometimes, I don't know if I have my hand on this here. I don't. Let me see what I can find. Somewhere in one of these boxes I have some stuff. Oh, they're in here. Probably down here. I think my hand lenses are downstairs.
Oh, you got some pyrite over there. Or no? Actinolite.
Yeah, that says actinolite. That's not. That's pyrite. Definitely pyrite. One of my student hand lenses. I didn't look very closely at the outside surface. It might just be something like a fungus growing on the top.
Oh.
It looks biologic.
Okay.
But it could be mineralogic too. I didn't try poking at that surface, but to me it looks like a recent kind of biological growth.
Okay.
It looks like a fossil from a distance, but I don't think I'd see how hard it is.
Right.
And we could test it for
calcium.
Yep. If that's okay.
Oh yeah.
It's just dilute hydrochloric, 10% hydrochloric acid. That's what we usually use to test for calcite.
Yeah, our biology teacher, our math teacher.
Nothing there.
Her husband and her son is a bit of a rock hound.
Oh,
so they were.
Yeah, I think that's you very frequently see that on open sides, all sorts of biological stuff growing, and when I look at it, you want to take a peek at under magnification. You kind of have to get used to where you want to hold it in one hand.
There you go.
Can you see it well enough? it looks like it's a growth on the surface.
Let me see if I can get the right one here. Yeah.
Can you get it? You want to put it in the sun? There.
Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, there you go.
Looks like a recent biological growth,
Yeah.
not like a fossil.
Yeah.
But we could tell a little bit better. Usually the fossils would be full of calcium carbonate and would fizz when I put the hydrochloric acid on. But that, and I could be wrong. But
Yeah.
that's not my field really. But it does look a little fossil-like, but mostly looks like a recent growth. But anyway, quartz.
Okay.
Quartz and quartz, but different forms of quartz.
That's very cool.
Yeah, and that would be very pretty if it were polished. So we could take it downstairs sometime if he wants to, and
I can ask them.
Cut it and polish it one end for him.
Okay.
Wouldn't take very long to do.
Okay. I'll
But
let
if he
them know
wants to do
here.
that,
Yeah.
it'd be kind of fun.
And do you mind, like, for the introduce yourself and?
Oh, me?
yeah,
Bill Reinthal.
Okay.
I'm the current geological person on in the no longer present geological major here. So I'm in charge of teaching the last of the geology class.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah.
Happy
Yeah.
to do it.
So yeah, they were very interested. She was telling me all about these, and so finally she brought it in one day, and so but her husband is I believe is a state trooper.
Oh, okay.
And so I guess he went out west and found these along the way here somewhere.
Cool.
So very cool. Thank you so much.
Anytime.
Do you mind if I poke around
look
here?
Sure. I'm taking
Oh.
the mask off.
Up in Michigan, is that correct?
Petoskey stones. Yeah.
Petoskey.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly right.
We stayed in that town.
That's a nice little area. A little bit too developed for my taste.
It's getting more and more
Yes.
that way. But out in the water is really nice.
It sure is. I love those lakes.
Oh yeah. Do you mostly go out west, or what's your area of?
Well, my expertise is in gold, and so most of my experience has been in the Pacific Northwest.
Okay.
And, northwest in general, northwest part of the country. But
Okay.
not to Alaska, but Pacific Northwest and a little bit inboard of that.
Okay.
But,
Very nice. Well, thank you so much.
but you're welcome anytime. Happy to do it.
Thank you.